The sun beamed down on the zoo, warming the dusty ground. The air was filled with the sounds of nature, creating a lively atmosphere. Birds chirped merrily from their branches, their songs blending into a harmonious symphony. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, adding a soft whisper to the vibrant sounds of the zoo. A baby camel, all knobbly knees and fluffy fur, stood close to his mother, feeling the warmth of the sun on his back. He gazed around, big brown eyes wide with curiosity, taking in the bustling environment around him.
"Mama, why do we have these funny humps?" he asked, his voice filled with innocent wonder.
With love. Our humps are special, little one. They help us survive in the desert, storing fat for when food and water are scarce.
The baby camel snuggled closer to his mother, his soft fur brushing against her side, feeling safe and loved. The mother camel lowered her head, her large dark eyes filled with love, watching over her curious little one with a gentle gaze.
They help us survive.
Survive?
Yes, they store food and water so we can travel far, even in the hottest desert.
The baby camel's eyes widened in amazement. He had never been outside the zoo, but he could imagine the vast, sandy desert, the scorching sun overhead. He puffed out his chest, proud of his small, growing hump.
And what about these long eyelashes, Mama? Why are they so thick?
They protect our eyes from the blowing sand, and our wide feet, they help us walk on the sand without sinking.
The baby camel breathed, wow, staring down at his broad, leathery feet. He wiggled his toes, imagining himself gliding effortlessly across a sea of sand. The baby camel felt a surge of pride. He was strong and special, built for adventure. But then, a perplexing thought clouded his young mind.
He looked around at their enclosure, taking in every detail of their surroundings. At the fence that kept them contained, a barrier that separated them from the world beyond. He looked at the people who stopped to stare, pointing and whispering, their faces filled with curiosity and wonder. "Mama," the baby camel finally asked, his voice small and filled with innocence, "if we're made for the desert, why are we here in the zoo? Why aren't we out there in the vast sands?"
The mother camel paused, her gaze sweeping over the enclosure, taking in the artificial environment they called home. She saw the green grass, the artificial watering hole, and the carefully maintained habitat. The curious faces peering through the fence, eyes filled with fascination and questions of their own.
It was a simple question, yet it held a weight that the young camel couldn't yet comprehend. The complexities of their existence were beyond his understanding. The mother camel lowered herself to the ground, her long neck curving gracefully as she prepared to explain the world to her curious child.
"Little one," she began, her voice soft but firm. "Sometimes even the most extraordinary abilities need the right environment to truly shine."
"Like the desert?" the baby camel asked, his ears drooping slightly.
"Yes," the mother camel said, "the desert is where we belong, where our strengths are needed. But that doesn't mean we can't find purpose here."
The baby camel snuggled closer, seeking comfort in his mother's warmth. He didn't fully understand, but he trusted her words.
"Here," the mother continued, "we can share our story, teach others about the wonders of the desert." She nudged him gently, her eyes filled with wisdom and warmth. "This place, though different from our home, offers us a unique opportunity to connect with people from all walks of life. Look, they are fascinated by us. They see us and learn about our lives, our struggles, and our strengths. We become ambassadors of our kind."
The baby camel lifted his head and saw a group of children, their faces alight with wonder, watching them with wide, curious eyes. He noticed how their excitement grew as they learned more about the desert and its inhabitants. He felt a warm feeling spread through him, a sense of purpose he hadn't known before. It was as if he had found a new calling, a new way to make a difference in the world.
Maybe they weren't in the desert, but they could still touch the hearts and minds of those who visited their corner of the world. They could inspire curiosity and respect for the natural world. And that, the baby camel realized, was a special kind of adventure in itself. It was a journey of connection, education, and inspiration, one that he was proud to be a part of.